This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, everyone. So we are discussing on Karakam. So Karakam, Karakani. So Karakam is the Punsakalinga word. Karakani. So Karakam. So yesterday we just got introduction to Karakam. So Karakam means Kriya Sambandhi Karakam. That means in every sentence we definitely find one Kriya Pada. So that is Kriya. That is action. Sambandhi related. So related to any action, that is Karaka. So which one is directly related to the action in the sentence, that is called as Karakam. So please remember this line, Kriya Sambandhi Karakam. That means which is directly related to the action in the sentence, that is Karakam. Yesterday we saw some examples like Atrayah Grantham Patati. So this is the one sentence. So here the Kriya Pada action is Patati. So in this slide, Atrayah Ayurvedasya Grantham Patati. Take this sentence. So in this sentence, Patati is action. Okay, Patati is action. So with that action, some words are directly related. So Atreya is directly related to the action. So action is Patanam, reading. So who is reading? Atreya is reading. Then what he is reading? Grantham Patati. So Granth ko पढ़ रहा है, Grantham Patati. So what he is reading? Grantha. So he is reading Grantha. And Ayurvedasya. So this is answer for which Grantha, not which reading. So Ayurvedasya is not directly related to the action. It is related to the action but through Grantha. Ayurvedasya Grantham Padati. So he who is reading Grantha, Atreya is reading Grantha. Which Grantha? Sorry, what Grantha? So what he is reading? Grantha. So he is reading one Grantha. Which Grantha? So this which Grantha related to Ayurvedasya is related to Grantha. So Ayurvedasya is pada is not directly related to the Patana action. So Ayurvedasya is not a Karaka. Let's go to the types of Karakas. So there are Shat Karakani. There are 6 Karakas. Kartra, Karma, Karana, Sampradana, Apadana and Adhikarana. These are 6 Karakas. Remember these names. Kartra, Karma, Karana, Sampradana, Apadana. These are the Karakas. Okay. So first Karaka is Kartra Karaka. So Kartra Karaka. So which one is Kartra Karaka? So in this example, we saw some 2 words. Okay, Atreya Grantham Patati. So Atreya is which Karaka? So there are 6 Karakas. Kartra Karma Karana, Sampradana Apadana Adhikarana. So Atreya is which Karaka? So what this word is telling? So for that, Kartra Karakam. So Kartrikaraka, which one is Kartrikaraka? A person who does the action is Kartri. So who is doing that action? That person is called as Kartri. That means subject of the sentence is Kartri. So Kartrikaraka, which one is Kartrikaraka in the sentence? So you have to identify the action. So then who is doing that action? That is subject. So that is Kartrikarakam of that sentence. So take this example only. Atreya Grantham Patati. So Patana is action. Who is doing that action? Atreya is doing that action. So Atreya is the subject of that sentence. So that person, that Atreya Pada is Kartrikaraka of that sentence. Atreya Grantham Patati. So Patati is action. So which one is Kartrikaraka? Who is doing that action? That one is Kartrikaraka. So Kartrikaraka is Atreya. Atreya is this pada is Kartrikarakam. Let's take example from Ashtanga Hridaya. That shloka. वायुः पित्तं कपश्चेति त्रयोदोषा समासतः विकृता विकृता देहं घ्नन्ति ते वर्तयन्ति च. So घ्नन्ति is kriya. So who is doing that घ्नन्ति kriya? Vayu, pitta, kapha. So these three are kartrakaraka of that sentence. Vayu pittam kapashcheti त्रयोदोषा समासतः विकृता विकृता देहं घ्नन्ति ते वर्तयन्ति च. So vartayanti is action. Being. So being is a action. So who is being there? Vayu, pitta, kapha. So these three are kartakaraka of that sentence. So who is doing that action? That is kartakaraka of that sentence. Remember this. A person who does the action is karta. That means subject of the sentence is karta. So because you have to identify the action first. So any sentence you have to identify the action first. So then who is doing action? So that person is called as kartrikarakam. So let's see the example. Atreyah grantham dadati. So Atreyah grantham dadati. So here in this sentence, action is dadati. Dana kriya is action. Dana, giving. So giving is a action. So who is doing that action? Atreyah. So dadati is giving. So who is giving? Atreya is giving. So Atreya is kartra karaka of this sentence. Atreya grantham dadati. So Atreya is a kartra karaka of this sentence. So first you have to identify the action of that sentence. After that, who is doing that action? So in this sentence, Atreya is doing that action. So Atreya is a kartrakaraka of that sentence. Atreya grantham dadati. Atreya is a kartrakaraka of that sentence. Okay. In active wise. So which vibhakti will be there for kartrakaraka? So for different karakas, different vibhaktis are there. So here for kartrakaraka, which vibhakti will be there? So for active wise, Atreya grantham dadati. So I told you how to identify active wise and passive wise sentences. Dadati, so ending with ti, taha, anti, these are the active wise formats. Ate, ete, ante, these are the passive wise formats. So here we got two sentences, same meaning, but in active wise and passive wise. Atreya grantham dadati. So this is one sentence. Atreyena grantah diyate. So this is another sentence. So first sentence is example for active wise. So in active wise, kartrakaraka always will be in prathama vibhakti. So dadati. First you have to identify the action of that sentence. So here dadati is a action. So dadati is active wise format because ending with ti. Ti taha anti, si taha taha, mi vaha maha. So these are the active wise format of that verb. So dadat is active wise. So in that, if that is active wise sentence, then kartrakaraka always will be in prathama vibhakti. Atreya. So how do I identify kartrakaraka in a sentence? If that sentence is a active wise, then prathama vibhakti word is a action kartrakaraka of that sentence. I repeat, if that sentence is a active wise format, if that sentence is in active wise format, then prathama vibhakti word is a kartrakaraka of that sentence. So how to identify active wise and passive wise? Ati, ataha, anti. So these are the active wise format. Ate, ete, ante. These are the passive wise formats. So just to identify that, ati, ataha, anti. Asi, athaha, athaha, ami, avaha, amaha. So these are the active wise formats. Ate, ete, ante, असे एथे अध्वे ए आवहे आमहे. So ending with a. Remember this one. A is passive voice. Okay. Atreyah grantham dadati. So if that sentence is in activized format, then Prathama Vibhakti word is Kartrikaraka of that sentence. If that sentence is in passive voice, then Tritiya Vibhakti format word is Kartrikaraka of that sentence. So go to the second sentence. Atreyena grantah diyate. So grantha is given by Atreya. So by Atreya. Atreyena means by Atreya. So first you have to identify the voice is if that is active voice or passive voice. If that sentence is in active voice format, then Prathama Vibhakti word is Kartrikaraka of that sentence. If that is in passive voice, then Tritiya Vibhakti word is Kartrikaraka of that sentence. Okay, I hope you got the clear idea on this. Ate, ete, ante, these are the passive voice. Ati, ataha, anti, these are the active voice. So if that sentence is in active voice format, then Prathama Vibhakti word is Kartrikaraka of that sentence. If that sentence is in passive voice, then Tritiya Vibhakti word is Kartrikaraka of that sentence. So in that shloka, Vayu Pittam Kapascheti Trayo Dosha Samasataha Vikrita Vikrita Deham Gnantite Vartayandicha. So how to identify Kartra of that sentence? Who is doing that action? Prathama Vibhakti. Because Granti, Vartayanti, these are the activized formats. So if that is in activized format, then Prathama Vibhakti words are Kartrikaraka of that sentence. So Prathama Vibhakti words are Vayuhu, Pittam, Kapaha. These three are in Prathama Vibhakti forms. So these three are the Kartra of that sentence. So these three doing that action. Okay. So how to identify who is doing that action? Prathama Vibhakti for activized format. Tritiya Vibhakti for passivized format. So let's go to some examples. You can get clear knowledge on this. So here some sentences are there. All sentences are in activized format because patati, upavishati, gacchati, vasati, pashyami, khadati, gamishyasi. These are activized format because ending with ti. Titah, anti, sitha, tha, mevah, ma. So Sunilah shalayam pustakam patati. So this is one sentence. So action is patati. Patana is action. So who is doing that action? So this is in active voice. So who is doing that action? That should be in Prathama Vibhakti because in active voice, Kartra always will be in Prathama Vibhakti. So which one is Prathama Vibhakti word is here? Sunilaha. Sunilaha is Prathama Vibhakti word. So that person is a Kartrakarak. That person doing this action. Sunilaha shalayam pustakam patati. Sunil doing that patana kriya, patana action. Next sentence, Markataha vrikshe upavishati. So upaveshana is action here. So this is also activized form. So how to identify Kartru? Prathama Vibhakti form always will be Kartru in activized form. Upavishati is activized. So in this sentence, which one is Prathama Vibhakti? Vrikshe is Saptami Vibhakti, like Rame. This is not a Kartru. Markataha. So Markataha is a Prathama Vibhakti form. So this is Kartru of that action. So that Markata is doing that Upaveshana Kriya. So Markata is a Kartrikaraka of that sentence. Yanam Shigram Marge. So Gachati is verb. So Gamana action, going. So going is action. So this is also activized form, Gachati. So in this sentence, which one is Prathama Vibhakti form? Marge. Marge is Saptami Vibhakti, like Rame. This is not a Kartrakaraka. Then Shigram. Shigram is also not a Kartrakaraka, because that is not a Prathama Vibhakti. That is Avyaya. Shigram, that is Avyaya. So Yanam. So Yanam is a Prathama Vibhakti form, because Jalam Jale Jalani. Like that, Yanam Yane Yanani. So who is doing that Gamana Kriya? Yana is going. Bus is going. So who is doing that action? Bus. Bus is doing that Gamana Kriya. So bus is a Kartrakarak of this sentence. Matsyaha sada jale vasati. So vasana kriya, living. So living is a kriya. Who is doing that action? So this is active form. Then Prathama Vibhakti word is doing that action. So which one is Prathama Vibhakti form here? Jale. Jale is not Prathama Vibhakti. That is Saptami Vibhakti. Sada is once again Abhyaya. So Matsyaha. So Matsyaha is a Prathama Vibhakti form. Okay. So Matsyaha is a Kartrakarak of this sentence. So go to the next one. अहम दूरदर्शनम पश्यामि. मैं दूरदर्शन टीवी को देखता हूँ. So पश्यामि से action here. दर्शन क्रिया. So seeing or watching. Watching is kriya. Who is doing that watching kriya? अहम. मैं कर रहा हूँ. So अहम is a प्रथम. अहम आवाम वयम माम आवाम नो अस्मान. This is the formats of aham shabda. So asmat shabda. Aham is a prathama vibhakti form. So aham is kartakaraka of this action, of this sentence. So I am doing that action. So I am is a kartakaraka of this sentence. Saha adhikam annam khadati. So khadana, eating is action here. Who is doing that eating action? Not anna, not adhikam. Saha. So he is doing that action. So he is a Kartrikaraka of this action. So Saha is Prathama Vibhakti. Saha taute, tam tautan. So Saha is Prathama Vibhakti. So next one is Tvam Shwaha Mumbai Nagaram Gamishyasi. So Gamishyasi. Here Gamana is action. Who is doing that action? You. Tvam. Tvam yuvam yuyam tvam tva yuvam vam yushmanvaha. So these are the formats of Twas Shabda. Tvam is Prathama Vibhakti. Tvam doing that action. You are doing that action. Shwaha is Avyaya. Mumbai Nagaram is Dvitiya Vibhakti. So Tvam is Prathama Vibhakti of this sentence. So that is the Kartrakaraka of this sentence. So these are some examples for activized forms. So next goes to the passivized forms. Ganeshena Chitram Likyate. So ending with te, ete. So these are the passivized format sentences. Likyate is passivized. So ending with ate. So here, which one is Kartrakaraka? Which one is in Tritiya Vibhakti? That is Kartrakaraka. So Ganeshena, Ramena. So same way, Ganeshena is Tritiya. So Tritiya Vibhakti word is Kartrakaraka of this sentence. So here, who is Kartra? Ganesha is Karta. Who is doing this action? Ganesha is doing this action. So picture is written by or drawn by Ganesha. So by Ganesha. Ganesha draw this picture. So Ganesha is a Kartrakaraka of this sentence. Harshitaya koko kridyate. So this is also activized form. Who is doing that Kridana Kriya? Harshita. Harshita is doing. So Harshita is Kartra of this sentence. Who is doing that action? Harshita is doing that action. Ramena vanam gamyate. Gamyate. This is also activized. So Gamana is Kriya. Action is going. So who is going? Rama. Rama is going. So Rama is a Kartrikaraka. Shurena yuddhe jayaha prapyate. So getting win. So that is action. Getting is action. Who is getting? Shura. So Shura is getting. So Shura is a Kartrikaraka. Shurena. Dharmarajaha satyam vadati. Dharmarajaha satyam vadati. So vadati is action here. So which form is this? Activized form. Because ati, activized. So Prathama Vibhakti word is Kartrakaraka of this sentence. So Prathama Vibhakti word is Dharmarajaha. Dharmarajaha is Prathama Vibhakti. So that is he is the Kartra of this Vadana, speaking Kriya. Rameshena katha katyate. Kathana is action. Telling. Telling is action here. Who is telling? So this is active voice form. Then which one is in Tritiya Vibhakti? That one is Karaka, Kartakaraka of that sentence. So Rameshena katha katyate. So Ramesha, he is a Kartra of this sentence. So Rameshena katha katyate. So remember this point. So from Kartrikaraka, we can get answer for who is doing that action. So by identifying Kartrikaraka of that sentence, we can easily get the meaning who is doing that action. So if that is in active voice, then Kartrikaraka will be in Prathama Vibhakti. If that sentence is in passive voice, then Kartrikaraka will be in Tritiya Vibhakti. You have to remember these 2 points. So if that sentence is in active voice, then that Kartrikaraka will be in Prathama Vibhakti. If that sentence is in passive voice, then Kartrikaraka will be in Tritiya Vibhakti. So you have to remember these 2 points. Okay. तो कर्तृकारक से हम क्या पता लगा सकते हैं वो एक्शन कौन कर रहा है. सो कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करना है, दैट इज कर्ता. सो फर्स्ट आइडेंटिफाई करना है पहले वर्ब. सो ददाति दीयते, दीज आर द वर्ब. सो वो वर्ब कौन से वॉइस में है, एक्टिव वॉइस में है और पैसिव वॉइस में है, आइडेंटिफाई करना है. जब वो वर्ब एक्टिव वॉइस में होता है, कर्तृकारक का प्रथमा विभक्ति में होता है. पैसिव वॉइस में रहा तो तृतीय विभक्ति में होता है. सो ये 2 पॉइंट्स आपको रिमेम्बर याद रखना है. एक्टिव वॉइस में हुआ तो कर्तृकारक का प्रथमा विभक्ति में होता है, पैसिव वॉइस में हुआ तो कर्तृकारक का तृतीय विभक्ति में होता है. सो दिस इज द इजी वे टू आइडेंटिफाई कर्तृकारक ऑफ दैट सेंटेंस. So that Kartrikaraka gives the answer who is doing that action. Okay. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಮೊದಲು ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದವನ್ನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಾಕ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದ ಯಾವುದು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ವಾಕ್ಯಗಳಿದಾವೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದ ಯಾವುದು, ದದಾತಿ ಮತ್ತು ದೀಯತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಏನು, ಅದು ಯಾವ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ತೀತಃ ಅಂತಿ ಹೀಗೆ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅತೆ ಏತೆ ಅಂತೆ ಅಂತ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಬ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಆ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರಥಮ ವಿಭಕ್ತಿ ವರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದು ಕರ್ತೃಕಾರಕ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಕರ್ತ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿರುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅದು ವಸ್ತುನೂ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಆ ವರ್ಬ್ ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ವಾಕ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ತೃತೀಯ ವಿಭಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆಯೋ ಅದು ಆ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಕರ್ತೃಕಾರಕ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ way to identify Kartrikaraka. So first step is you have to identify the verb in that sentence. Next step is either that active voice or passive voice. So next you have to remember that one. If that is active voice, then Prathama Vibhakti word is Kartrikaraka of that sentence. If that is in passive voice, then Tritiya Vibhakti form of that word is Kartrikaraka of that sentence. Okay. So this is the Kartrikaraka. By identifying this Kartrikaraka, you can easily get the answer for who is doing that action. So for example, Vayu Pittam Kapashcheti Trayodosha Samastha Vikrita Vikrita Deham Grantite Vartayanti cha. So Granti Vartayanti, these are the actions. So these actions is in active voice. So if that is active voice, then Prathama Vibhakti word is Kartra of that action. So in that sentence, which one is Prathama Vibhakti? Vayu Pittam Kapaha. These 3 are is in Prathama Vibhakti. So these are the actions Kartrikaraka of that sentence. So this is Kartrikaraka. So next is Karmakaraka. Second one is Karma. So Karma, what is Karmakaraka? Simply object of the sentence is Karmakaraka. So this is easy to identify. Object of that sentence, that is Karmakaraka. So Karmakaraka, this Karaka will be in Dvitiya Vibhakti in activized form. For example, same example, Atreya Grantham Dadati. So Dadati, giving is action. So who is giving? Atreya. Atreya is a karta. So what he is giving? Grantha. So Grantha is a karmakaraka of this sentence. So object of this sentence is karmakaraka. So karmakaraka will be in Ditiya Vibhakti in active voice, Prathama Vibhakti in passive voice. So you have to remember these 2 points. If that sentence is in activized format, then Dvitiya Vibhakti form is Karmakaraka. Okay. If that word sentence is in passive voice, then Prathama Vibhakti is Karmakaraka of that sentence, object of that sentence. So you can get answer for object of that sentence by this identifying Karmakaraka. So just to remember that if that sentence is in active voice, then Dvitiya Vibhakti word is Karmakaraka of that sentence, object of that sentence. If sentence is in passive voice, then Prathama Vibhakti word is Karmakaraka, that is the object. So you have to identify these 2 points. So active, passive is different in Kartra Karma only. So after that, Karana, Sampradana, Apadana, Adhikarana, only one. Either it is active voice or passive voice, it is always will be in same vibhakti. But in kartra and karma, it will change. In active voice, kartrakaraka will be in prathama, karmakaraka will be in dvitiya. In passive voice, kartrakaraka will be in tritiya, karmakaraka will be in prathama. So you have to remember these 2 points in active voice and passive voice. So in active voice, kartrakaraka always will be in prathama. Karmakaraka will be in Dvitiya. In passive voice, Kartakaraka will be in Tritiya, Karmakaraka will be in Prathama. So you have to remember these 2 points. So next go to the examples. Sunilaha Shalayam Pustakam Patati. So Patati is a active voice form. So in active voice form, Dvitiya Vibhakti word is Karmakaraka of that action, object of that action. Sunilaha Shalayam Pustakam Patati. So first you have to identify verb. Verb is patati. So this is in active voice. So in active voice, Dvitiya Vibhakti word is Karmakaraka of that sentence. So which one is Dvitiya Vibhakti? Sunilaha. This is not a Dvitiya Vibhakti. Shalayam. This is also not a Dvitiya Vibhakti. This is Saptami Vibhakti like Sitayam. Sitayam, Sitayo, Sitasu. So Shalayam also not a Dvitiya Vibhakti. Pustakam. So Pustakam is a Dvitiya Vibhakti. So Pustakam is a object of this sentence. So next sentence. Markataha kadali phalam khadati. So khadati is action. So this is in active voice. So in active voice, Dvitiya Vibhakti form is Karmakaraka. So which one is Dvitiya Vibhakti? Markataha is Prathama. Kadali phalam is Dvitiya Vibhakti. So kadali phalam is Karmakaraka of this sentence. So that is the object of this sentence. So in next sentence, Mahesha patram likati. Patram is Likhati is activized form. So Dvitiya Vibhakti word is Patram. Patram is the object of this sentence. Aham Duradarshanam Pashyami. So Pashyana, Darshana Kriya is action. Watching is action. Who is watching? Aham. I am watching. So I am is Karta. Who is doing that work? I am doing that work. So which work? Duradarshanam. So Duradarshanam is Dvitiya Vibhakti. So that is the object of that sentence. So by understanding, identifying karma karaka, you can easily get the action of that object of that action. So next, some examples from karma karak. Ganeshena chitram likhyate. Likhyate is action. So this is passive voice. So if passive is, karma karaka will be in dvitiya vibhakti. So dvitiya vibhakti word is chitram. Chitram means dvitiya vibhakti. So object of this sentence is chitra. Harshitaya kho kho kridiyate. Prathama vibhakti, sorry. In passive is, prathama vibhakti form is karma karaka. Kho kho. So this is prathama vibhakti. Vanam is prathama vibhakti. Vanam vane vanani. So yuddhe jayah prapyate. Jayah jayau jayaha. Prathama vibhakti. Katha is prathama vibhakti. Like Sita, Site, Sitaha. So in passive voice, karma karaka will be always will be in dvitiya vibhakti. Sorry, prathama vibhakti. So this is the karma karaka. So by understanding karma karaka, you can easily get the object of that sentence. So please remember this point in kartrakaraka and karma karaka. So in kartrakaraka, in active voice, kartrakaraka will be in always will be in prathama vibhakti. In passive voice, kartrakaraka will be always in tritiya vibhakti. So prathama, tritiya for kartrakaraka. In karma karaka, in active voice, karma karaka always will be in dvitiya vibhakti. In passive voice, karma karaka always will be in prathama vibhakti. So you have to remember these 2 points here. Kartra karma. In active voice, prathama vibhakti. In passive voice, tritiya vibhakti for kartra karaka. For karma karaka, in active voice, that will be in dvitiya vibhakti. In passive voice, that will be in prathama vibhakti. So answer for object. Kartra karaka, answer for subject. So you have to remember these 2 points. So it is only for kartra and karma, different vibhaktis. After that, only one vibhakti for that karaka. So only confusion in these 2 only. So in active wise, kartra karaka prathama vibhakti, karma karaka dvitiya vibhakti. In passive wise, kartra karaka will be in tritiya vibhakti, karma karaka will be in prathama vibhakti. So this is karma and kartrakaraka and karma karaka. So first step is you have to identify verb that sentence. After that, either it is in active voice or passive voice. After that, if it is in active voice form, then prathama vibhakti word is kartrakaraka, dvitiya vibhakti word is karma karaka. If that word is in active passive voice, then tritiya vibhakti form is kartrakaraka, prathama vibhakti form is karma karaka. So this is kartra and karma. So next revision of sandhis. So yesterday we discussed on shtutva and jastva. So today another 2 sandhis, anunasika sandhi and parasavarna sandhi. Anunasika sandhi and parasavarna sandhi. So first one is anunasika sandhi. Sutra is yaronunasike anunasiko va. So this is the Panini Sutra for anunasika sandhi. Yaronunasike anunasiko va. Here yaraha anunasikah syat anunasike pare. Yaraha anunasikah syat anunasike pare. So which one is anunasika sandhi? So in anunasika sandhi, name itself telling that anunasika letter will be a sadesha. Anunasika letters are Namangadana. These 5 are anunasika letters. That means 5th letter of every varga is anunasika letters. So meaning is yaraha in the place of yer. Yer means all consonants except ha. Ha को छोड़ के बाकी सब yer letters है. बाकी सब व्यंजनास. So anunasika syat. Anunasika of that letter will become. So anunasika of that letter will become as adesha. When uttarapada is starting point of uttarapada is anunasika. So this is the condition for अनुनासिक संधि। पूर्व पद से अंते एनी कंसोनेंट एक्सेप्ट ह, ह को छोड़ के बाकी कोई consonant होना चाहिए. After that, starting point of Uttarapada should be Nyamangadana. Among these five, any one letter should be there in the starting point of Uttarapada. Then, this end of Purvapada will change as Anunasika. Anunasika, Nyamangadana. This among these five, any one letter will be there. So let's go to the example. Tasmat na. Tasmat na. So here ta is one consonant. It is not ह. ह हुआ तो अनुनासिक संधि नहीं होता है. ह को छोड़ के कोई कॉन्सोनेंट हुआ तो अनुनासिक संधि होता है. तस्मात् न. Here ta is ear letter. After that anunasika letter is there. Nyamanganana. So na is there. So there is a situation for anunasika sandhi. So anunasika means fifth letter of that varga will come as adesha. So ta, here ta. So for ta varga, na is anunasika. Ta, ta, da, da, na. Fifth letter will come as adesha. Tasmat, tasman, na, tasman. So this is the example for anunasika sandhi. Acharet nityam. Here also. Acharet nityam. Ta is ear letter. After that nityam in na. Na is anunasika. So ear plus anunasika equal to anunasika. So ta, 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 da, da, na. Na will come as adesha. So fifth letter of that letter will become as adesha. Acharet. Ta is ta varga's letter. So fifth letter of that varga is ta. Na. Na will come. Achare nityam. Mrit plus maya. Mrandmaya. This is also ta equal to na. So chitmaya. Chinmaya. Vakmaya. So this is another example. Vakmaya. Vangmaya. Nga will come. Because ka. Ka's anunasika is nga. Ka, kha, ga, ga, nga. Nga will come. Vangmaya. So this is anunasika sandhi. So you have to remember that any consonant except ha should be there in the end of Purvapada. And Uttarapada, starting point of Uttarapada should be Nyamanganana. In this situation, Anunasika, fifth letter of every varga will come as Adesha. Vangmaya, Chinmaya. So these are the Achare Nityam, Gachen Naraha, Piven Naraha. These are the example for Anunasika. So next one is Parasavarna. अनुस्वारस्य ययि परसवर्णः. अनुस्वार मीन्स डॉट. सो ऊपर जो डॉट रहता है वो अनुस्वार है. अनुस्वारस्य ययि परसवर्णः. वृत्ति मीनिंग ऑफ दैट सूत्र इज अनुस्वारस्य ययि परे परसवर्णः स्यात्. दैट मीन्स अनुस्वारस्य in the place of anuswara yai pare, when the first letter of Uttarapada is yai. Yai means all consonants except sha, sha, sa, ha. इन चारों छोड़ के बाकी ऑल कॉन्सोनेंट्स यही प्रत्याहार लेटर्स. परसवर्णः, सिमिलर अनुनासिका ऑफ दैट यही विल बी कम. सो दिस इज द कंडीशन फॉर परसवर्ण. अनुस्वार इज अनुनासिका. दिस इज अनुनासिका. Uttarapad, starting point of Uttarapad should be any consonant except sha, sha, sa, ha. Then similar anunasika, similar one, similar to that Uttarapada will become as adesha. So sam plus bhavati, sam bhavati. So here bha is yai letter. So similar to bha, which one is anunasika letter 2? Similar to bha, ma. So pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Ma will come as adesha in the place of anuswara. So similar to this Uttarapada. So in previous all sandhi, similar to Purvapada will be adesha. In Parasavarna, para. That is next one. Parasavarna will become as adesha. That is Uttarapada se adav. Similar to Uttarapada will become as adesha. Sam bhavati, sam bhavati. Sam plus gharshaha, sangharshaha. So gha is starting point of Uttarapada. Similar anunasika of that letter is nga. Ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. Nga is similar to that letter. So nga will come as adesha. Sangharsha. Same prashantah. Prasham plus ta. Ta is yai. So similar to ta is na. Ta ta da da na. Prashanatah. Prashantah. So likewise, similar to next one. Para savarna. Savarna means similar. Para means next word. That is उत्तरपद. So उत्तरपद से आदो जो लेटर है वो आदेश आता है, उसका सिमिलर लेटर, सिमिलर अनुनासिका आदेश आता है. So यह अनुनासिक संधि, अनुनासिकल लेटर will be come. So here उत्तर पद के अंत में यानी व्यंजन वर्ण आना चाहिए, अ को छोड़ के बाकी कोई व्यंजन हो सकता है. स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ उत्तर पद, उत्तर पद के आगे उत्तर पद के स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट ञम गणना इन पांचों में एक होना चाहिए. तो इस कंडीशन में अनुनासिक ऑफ दैट पूर्व पद अनुनासिक लेटर आता है. अनुनासिक मीन्स पांचवा लेटर ऑफ दैट वर्ग, पांचवा लेटर वर्ग का पांचवा लेटर आता है. सो इट इज अनुनासिक संधि. तस्मात् न, तस्मान्न. सो त का पांचवा लेटर क्या है? त त द द न. न इज पांचवा लेटर ऑफ that the varga. So tasmanna. You have to remember that any consonant except ha plus anunasika letter equal to anunasika. Anuswara sandhi, parasavarna sandhi, name itself telling that parasavarna, similar to next letter. So here sambhavati. So bha is next letter, similar to that one is ma, pa pa ba ba ma. Ma will come in the place of that point. Some is point, some has point, so in the place of that point ma will come as adesha. So sambhavati. How to identify ma will come? Go to next letter. So bha is next letter, so uska पांचवा letter ma आता है. Sambhavati. So ಅನುನಾಸಿಕ ಸಂಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ದು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೂರ್ವ ಪದದ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹ ಒಂದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಉಳಿದ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಂಜನ ಕೂಡ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಉತ್ತರ ಪದದ ಮೊದಲಲ್ಲಿ ಞಮ ಗಣನ ಈ ಐದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಲೆಟರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ಪೂರ್ವ ಪದಸ್ಯ ಅಂತೆ. ಇನ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೂರ್ವ ಪದ ದಟ್ ಅನುನಾಸಿಕ ಲೆಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಮ್. ಆ ಅನುನಾಸಿಕ ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐದನೇ ಲೆಟರ್, ಆ ವರ್ಗದ ಐದನೇ ಲೆಟರ್ ಆ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಆದೇಶವಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ತಸ್ಮಾತ್ ನ. ಸೊ ನ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೊನೆಂಟ್, ತ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೊನೆಂಟ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎದುರಾಗಿ ನ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನ ಇಸ್ ಅನುನಾಸಿಕ. ಸೊ ಅನುನಾಸಿಕ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅನುನಾಸಿಕವೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ಅನುನಾಸಿಕ ಲೆಟರು? ಆ ವರ್ಗದ ಐದನೇ ಲೆಟರ್ ತ ತ ದ ದ ನ ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪರಸವರ್ಣ. ಸೊ ಹೆಸರೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಪರಸವರ್ಣ. ಸವರ್ಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್, ಸೇಮ್ ಇರೋದು. ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರೋದು? ಪರ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಗೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರೋದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ? ಅನುಸ್ವಾರದ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ, ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇರೋ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಣದ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂಭವತಿ, ಸಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುನಾಸಿಕ ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಞಮ ಗಣನ, ಇನ್ನು ಐದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಒಂದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಭ. ಸೊ ಭ ದ ಅನುನಾಸಿಕ ಯಾವುದು? ಮ. ಪ ಪ ಬ ಬ ಮ. ಮ ಅದು ಅನುನಾಸಿಕ ಲೆಟರ್, ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಪರ, ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಟು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್. ಸೊ ಪರಸವರ್ಣ, ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಆಸ್ ಆದೇಶ. ಸಂಭವತಿ, ಸಂಭವತಿ. ಸಂಘರ್ಷಃ, ಸಂಘರ್ಷಃ. ಪ್ರಶಾಂತಃ, ಪ್ರಶಾಂತಃ. Okay, likewise you have to identify anuswara. Anuswaras anunasika, similar to next one. Okay, this is parasavarna sandhi. So these are four important sandhis of hal sandhi. First one is chutva, that is adeshas are sha and chu varga, cha varga. And next one is jasva, jash, letters of jas pratyara, jaba gadada will be as adesha. Next one is anunasika, that is anunasika letter will be adesha, that is fifth letter of every varga. ञम गणना, among these five any letter will become as adesha. Next one is parasavarna, similar to para, that will become as adesha. This is parasavarna sandhi. These four are important sandhis in hal sandhi. So in next class We are going to revise Visarga Sandhis. Okay. So Sushmita asked yesterday one question. For Jasto Sandhi, examples, give examples for second and fourth letter. So here, third letter of that varga will come as Adesha. For Jasto Sandhi, example for second letter. So Samyak Yogasya, this is example for first letter. Samyak is first letter. So third letter of that varga will become as Adesha, that is Ga. Samyak Yogasya. So next, Kha. For Kha, Srakh. Srakh is one word. Srakh, Vini. Vini is one pratyaya, suffix. Srakh plus Vini. So it will come Sragvini. So Srakh. Kha. Kha is second letter. So coming of that third letter is Ga. Srag. Sragvini. So Srakhvini, Sragvini. So next for Gha. Gha. Dugh plus Dhayaha. Dhayaha is suffix. Dugh. So that is fourth letter. Gha. So after joining this Dugdhayaha, Dugdhayaha, third letter of that letter will come. So in the place of Gha, Ga will come. Dugdhayaha. Dugh is actual word. So coming of that third letter is Ga. So these type of examples we get from only Veda only. So Srakh Vini, Sragvini. Dugh Dhayaha, Dugdhayaha. So coming of third letter. Okay. So if you have any doubts, please ask in Karaka, in Anunasika and Parasavarana. 1 to 5, any doubts in this Karaka and?
No, sir.
Okay. So let's revise Karaka once. Kartrakaraka, that is who is doing action, that is subject of that sentence. How do I identify subject? First you have to identify verb. Okay. So next, that is in active voice or passive voice. So if that is in active voice, then Prathama Vibhakti word is Kartrakaraka. If that is in passive voice, then Tritiya Vibhakti word is Kartrakaraka, that is subject. Okay, this is Kartrakaraka. In Karma Karaka, you have to identify verb. So if that is in active voice, then Dvitiya Bhakti form word is Karma Karaka of that sentence. If that is in active passive voice, then Prathama Bhakti word is Karma Karaka of that sentence. Okay. If you have any doubts, please ask. 6 to 10, any doubts? 6 to 10.
No, sir.
No. 11 to 15.
No, sir.
16 to 20. 21 to 25.
No, sir.
26 to 30.
No, sir.
31 to 35.
No, sir.
36 to 40. 41 to 45. 46 to 50. 51 to 55.
No, sir.
56 to 60. 61 to 65. 66 to 70.
No, sir.